Hi there, CJ013 here, the boss. Thank you very much for tuning in and welcome back to The Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus. Now, I thought I would start on this screen to show you the mods I have and which ones are on and off. Remember in the last episode I talked about having a mod that gave you more options at the start and that I was going to turn it off just so it was fairer, because I like to use this mod to just have fun, but for the purposes of the videos I'm doing for this, I'm going to turn it off. I've also turned off fuck lumps. Now, there's an enemy which is like a lump thing and nobody likes them, so somebody actually developed a mod to get rid of them, but for again the purposes of these videos, I'm going to go ahead and just turn that off. So, but I'm keeping all these ones on, which because really I don't think that's going to make the game breaking. Like, external item descriptions basically explains what the items do. Most people look it up on the wiki anyway as they're playing, so all this does is cut that bit out. Better HUD stats, a lot of people actually use that, and Isaac will Forge. So I'm not, so hopefully y'all are okay with these mods being used. If not, probably best not to watch, really. That's the best I can say. Now remember, my only goal is to complete one run. That is it. After that, I don't know what I'll do next. Maybe I'll keep on playing. It depends on how these videos do. I recorded the last video yesterday, today being the 15th of March, so depending on when these episodes go up, that'll give you an idea of the timing between them. So I wouldn't, by the point of recording this episode, I wouldn't have seen any comments on the first video. Okay? Cool. So, these are the mods that we're using. Now, I have been playing this in my spare time, but that's using those mods. Using those mods, using this mod configuration, I have yet to complete a run. And I'm still shit. So let's see if we can get this done. Okay, so let's go in here. What's this? Analog stick. Okay, allows you to fire tears diagonally by firing in two directions. Alright. I suppose that could be useful. Okay, that's just a big ball of wank. Ooh. Steady, steady, steady. Right, I want to keep this. I didn't even see it. Well, I was trying to keep hold of that in case I need it later on, but I mustn't have really been paying attention there. So there's an X-Rocks there, so I can blow the shit out of that. Probably get a soul heart. Oh, spiders! Get a lot of spiders. Ah! Fuck right off with this whole shit. Ow! That was... there's no point visiting the shop when I've only got 1 gold. It's a massive waste of time, so I'm not going to do all that. Another X-Rocks. X-Rock. Blow the shit out of that. The game is being really generous with the bombs at the moment, so I'm concerned about how it's going to fuck me over later on. And I am trying to be more mindful of secret rooms. So you could be down there. It's connected. It could be that. You know what? Maybe I was just being dumb about that. Oh well, I was trying. I am trying to, you know, play this somewhere. Oh, 4 of them! 3 of them, sorry. I don't know where I counted 4. See, this is the problem. I do have issues fully paying attention to things when it's like if it's like paperwork, like if it's like a document that I'm supposed to be reading or an Excel spreadsheet, especially a spreadsheet, fucking fantastic with those. Like, those are my jam. I am a complete fucking nerd. Excel is something that I use every fucking day. But when it's stuff like peripheral vision, keeping an eye on everything that's happening on a screen in one moment, that kind of thing, it's way more difficult. It's why Papers, Please is a satisfying game, but a bit of a frustrating one. There's no... Is there any point going to the arcade? I'll tell you what, I'll come back to the arcade if I've got money. Alright, I need bombs. Oh my god, this game is trying to kill me so hard. Okay. Let's just calm the fuck down. Is there any chance we can talk about this? Oops, we got a pill. Now, again, all there, so you see unidentified pill there. All this does is that once I have found a pill, it just tells me what the pill is. So obviously it's unidentified, so it's not giving me any special advantages. Cheers up. So from now on, if we come across that pill again, it'll have it written. Well then. I have no idea what happened there. Not whatsoever, so... Let's try this again. If I can tell you... Oh yes, I need fucking bombs. So yeah, basically, I don't know what caused the game crash there. That's literally the first time it's happened in all the times I've been playing the game. Now, will this be the same pill? It will be. Okay. Tears up. Yeah, so that was a weird moment. I don't know what caused it to break there. That was, like I said, I've played this in my spare time, and again, I have completed a run, you know, in the game on my second save file, but that was using the better starting items mod, which gives you, if you saw the last episode, it gives you a choice of 4 items you can take before you even start the game, really. And obviously that is, Kidney Bean applies, charm effect to enemies in close range and deals 5 damage. Fine, whatever, it's an item. But I want to be able to complete a run without the benefit of that mod, because otherwise it's a bit, you know, a bit of a cheat. And kind of my point. So the aim is to complete a run without that mod, you know. So the rest, I don't think is game breaking. I mean, again, all I'm doing is not having to pick up a pill every time to find out what it is when I've already had it before, and not having to bother wasting time with the bringing it with me. You know what? I'm still gonna save going to the arcade. Alright, let's try. What I could do with is more damage up. I have got a slight damage up. It's gone from 3.5 to 4.08, which is good, but I'd like a bit more. Yep, bag of stuff. Couple keys. Sharp plug 2 hearts, fully charges item when pressing space. Only works when item has no charges. What about it? So sweet FA there, really. Is that an Xbox? Yes, it was. You. Right. See? Well, my plan didn't go, you know, quite as I intended. Can I get it with that? Cool. Oh, there you are, you little bastard. Another key. I will pull that up. Room. I'm such a fucking twat. Oh, I could have gotten the battery. I know that. Ah, what is wrong with me? See, this is what happens. I'll stop paying attention. It's an entirely it's entirely my fault. I mean, whether it's undiagnosed ADHD, which I have a referral for, but you know, I'm trying to do the responsible thing rather than just be like claiming that I have it. Because here's the thing: some people will say, "Oh, I have ADHD," it's like undiagnosed. It's like, how do you know? You know what I mean? In some cases, it can seem fairly apparent, which is fair enough. But I would rather, for me personally, even though pretty much all signs indicate that I have ADHD, I'd rather get professional opinion first, because I feel like if I say, oh, I have undiagnosed ADHD, I could be potentially doing disservice to those who are diagnosed with it, because people look at ADHD like it's some kind of quirk, like OCD. They're like, oh, like people say, oh, everyone's a little ADHD. It's like, oh, fuck off. No, not everyone is a little ADHD. That's not how it fucking works. You know, you can't just, you know, say this shit. You know, it's so fucking, like, disrespectful. Like, yeah, it's like, some people could say, well, if you're exhibiting all the signs, you know, then there's nothing wrong with you saying that it's potentially undiagnosed. And yeah, it's potentially an undiagnosed ADHD. But I'm not going to say it is undiagnosed ADHD until I fucking, you know, because what if it isn't? What if it's something else? Then basically I've just, yeah, I've just been hijacking a legitimate condition, you know, for the sake of my own, you know, benefit or whatever. Like, not everyone is a little OCD, not everyone is a little ADHD. You aren't a little of these things. These are genuine conditions that people have hijacked, you know, because they think that these are labels of quirkiness. And it's not that. You can't just hijack people's, you know, conditions so you've got something quote-unquote interesting about you. It's entirely unfair and disrespectful, you know? Like, I wouldn't fucking claim that I have a broken leg if I didn't have a broken fucking leg, you know? How is that any different to what people do when they're like, oh, I'm a little bit OCD, or I'm a little ADHD? It's like, no, you're fucking not. Like, I know loads of people who have issues concentrating, but they don't have ADHD. They just, like, in their words, it's just that things could be more interesting. And that's all they say. It's like, that's things we're more interesting. It's not ADHD. I'm just, you know, kind of, I need more in life. I need excitement. You know, it's not the same thing. Oh god. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh jeez. Ow. Fuck. Ah. Shit. Wang. I'm trying to use the boomerang effect to kind of create a shield around me. Alright, let's fight the boss. What is it? Oh, I'm not a big fan of Mega Batty, I'm not gonna lie. Like I say, I'm both predictable. Like, I'm hoping to use the boomerang tears to buy damage. You know, and try not to die as often as I am. I am doing piss poorly. Reach. I should be okay. Dodge and move. Oof. Oh, I was killed by shit. So, this is why, by the way, that I tend not to really go with Let's Plays. Because I'm not the same kind of dedicated gamer you get on YouTube and Twitch. Like, I'm not someone that dedicates a proportion of their life to playing games. I'm very, very, very casual gamer. Like, I can't think of a more mind-crushing waste of time and boredom than to be forced to sit down and play something like Fortnite or Call of Duty or whatever for God knows how long, or to play a game like, you know, fucking The Impossible Game, Mario Maker. Like, I hate games that seem designed to frustrate. Like, I don't find being pissed off and frustrated fun. I some people do. It's not illegitimate. Going out, rewind time, put you in the previous room in the same state you were at that moment. I'll get it just because it's an achievement to pick up every item in the game at least once, but I don't see me using this. But okay. It's just this concept of this game is fun because it's difficult. It's like, how does a game being difficult... Okay. How does a game being difficult necessarily equate to being fun? Like, a game can be difficult and fun, like, and the challenge can be fulfilling. Absolutely. But you could easily make a game that is difficult and nigh on unplayable, but it doesn't automatically make it fun. You know, you can't, because at that point you're just trolling, you know? And that's why I don't like, yeah. How do you use this thing? Fucking hate Gertie. That's not even what he's called. I'm just so fucking angry I keep just misnaming him. But I just... I know you're all screaming right now. I know you're all screaming right now. Believe me, I understand. What's this? Chance to shoot charms. Sure, why the fuck not? But, you know, I would rather us both have fun. You know, I'd rather us both get to enjoy a game rather than be like, oh, you suck, man, you're a fucking piece of shit, blah, blah, blah. Like, ah, fuck off. Like I said, it's just virtual jockeyism, you know? It's the nerd equivalent of being a jock. You're a gatekeeper and you're stupid. You're fucking full of shit. You know, oh, you're better at me than fucking Call of Duty. Great. You and half the fucking population of the planet, mate. Feel free to just fucking stick it up your ass. Well, got a coin at least. Got one coin. That'll serve me very little in the way of purpose, but just looking for extra. Any? But yeah, there's a few games I could probably play on the channel, which I can make myself to look real fucking good. Because there are some games that I'm really good at, you know. But I don't want to play them as a video, you know? I don't want to, like, for example, I could play Skyrim as a video series. I could play Skyrim as a video series. I could play, I could probably go through Fallout if I could get it fucking working. I mean, hell, even Jeremy has fucking issues. Jeremy Journey of Do We Know Gaming, even he has issues trying to play Fallout unmodded. In fact, the only mods that he has are the ones that are supposed to stop from crashing. And then crashes fucking up Teen Titans during the streams. And he has a far better setup than I do. So, because he's got that achievement hunter money, you know? But it's like, you know, so, I mean, but I can do something like a Skyrim, Oblivion, stuff like that. And it's like, yeah, but I have fun playing those games off camera. I'm like, I don't really see the joy in playing that. Is he attacking himself? That is so beautiful, man. Magic Mushroom, +1 health, damage up, damage multiplier, full health. I will gladly take this. Do I have a... Yep, okay. Up I go. But yeah, like, there are games that I could play and be like, well, I'm fucking, you know, this could potentially make me look good, but what would be the purpose? That'd just be trying to stroke my ego and trying to convince you guys, oh, I'm an awesome gamer. I'm not. I am not an awesome gamer. I am barely a gamer. You know? You know what games I like? I like Stardew. I like Pokemon Go. When I, you know, well, I used to really like Pokemon Go when I could actually get out and do stuff. And before you say it, it's not because of COVID. COVID isn't stopping me playing Pokemon Go. It's my fucking FMD. It's like... I might come back to that. When damage down to half a heart, you gain 1 soul heart once per room. Maybe that could prove useful for the grand scheme of things. But no, I'm not going to pretend that I'm an awesome gamer. But no, I like Pokemon Go. I can't really play right now because of my F&D. It's like, here's the thing. I'm not at work at the moment. Like, I have a job. I am a technician advisor. Basically, you call me up and I fix issues. Okay? I won't say what industry and stuff like that, but that's what I do for a living. You call me up, I try to fix shit. Simple as. Now, the problem is a few things. One, my F&D causes me to have seizures of varying different kinds. So, the official diagnosis is non-epileptic attack disorder. Now, that name is a little bit misleading because there's a few things it supposes. First and foremost, you would think, well, if it's not epileptic, it must be in your head. It's like, no. What it is my brain and my body aren't connected properly. Okay? Physically, like, all the synapses are there and stuff like that. But what's happened is the brain and the body don't really speak the same language. So my brain might be saying, hey, you know, sit up. And my body interprets that as, what, you want me to tremble and, you know, spasm as if I were having that epileptic fit. Or it might go, hey, brain, you know, let's go and stand up. And my brain might interpret that as, oh, you want one side of the head to, one side of your body to become super heavy. That's not a problem. Like, it misinterprets the messages the brain's trying to pass on. Well, look, when taking damage is all enemies in the room. Well, I mean, yeah, black heart's not bad. Suppose with nice when the player is shooting. Yes, I'll take that. But, yeah, it's, you know, so basically my brain and body don't communicate effectively. I'm not going to bother blowing them up. I'm going to go back for that card, because I can use it in the next room straight away. But, yeah, so basically my brain and my body don't function together. Hence the functional, FND is functional neurological disorder. So, because of that miscommunication, I actually, like, being at work can cause potential problems. Like, if I have a seizure at work, which has happened before, but it used to be far more minor and far less frequent. I have a seizure, what happens is, if I'm sitting at my desk, it could be as simple as... It could be as simple as I just, you know, kind of slump up my desk, my head's heavy and stuff like that. You know, and that's all it is. Or I could full-blown collapse. I could smash my head off things. I could... Basically, it's a dangerous situation. I really wish I'd had a chance to read what that said, because I have no idea what this card does. But identify pill. Hello! Okay, what does this do? Close you down to the current room. That is useful. But, I'm liking these coins. But yeah, so because of that, that is one potential issue. The other issue is that because of its nature, it causes me to have severe issues with certain cognitive abilities. So, for example, my memory. My memory used to be pretty good. At least my long-term memory. My short-term memory's always been pretty bad. But my long-term memory has always been pretty fucking on point. But my, you know, my long-term is still pretty good, but my short-term memory has become worse and worse and worse. For example, you and I, let's say you've called me on the phone, and you're like, telling me about all the problems and stuff like that. How annoying is it if you suddenly realise that I can't remember anything you've just told me? Now, sorry, you're going to joke and say, oh, well, that's actually happened to me all the time. Okay, but we're not just talking about not paying attention. I'm talking about the fact that you've tried explaining something to me 5 times, and I have no idea the fuck you just told me. It gets worse. Sometimes I actually forget how to speak. Amnesia. That's not what I wanted. Fuck. Okay, but like there are times literally that I'll be unable to speak because I can think words. Like in my head, I know words. I know the English language. I can think perfectly fine. But what I don't know is how to make my brain say things. Like I can't get my brain to turn the sounds in my head into actual verbal sounds. Careful. I could have avoided that. That was purely bad matchup, really. Damage up, range up, tier. Yeah, sure, let's go for it. But yeah, so sometimes I actually lose the ability to speak because I can't remember how to make the muscles in my throat and my mouth move the way I need them to move. Sometimes I forget simple things like my brother's name. Like my younger brother, for example, I live with, he is like Geek, he's pretty much my best friend along with Geek. You know, he's one of the most treasured people in my life. And there are times I'll forget his name. You know, there are times I'm literally looking at him and I have no idea what his name is. Not a clue. And that's because of my brain. Now, that can be pretty bad on its own, but imagine having to travel to a city every day on a bus full of people who don't know anything about your condition, and you're sitting on that bus on your own, and then halfway through you suddenly don't remember where you're going or why you're going there. Or you're sitting on the bus and all of a sudden you, for the life of you, cannot remember how to signal for the bus to stop. Or you can't remember how to speak. And you need to communicate there's a problem, but you don't know how. It becomes a major issue. So, there are possibilities on the table. One of the things that has been, sticky poison TSD, you dodge each tick, sticks till the enemy dies. That is perfect. But there are potential ways of handling this. So, for example, one of the things that we've been discussing is working from home. Now, obviously working from home is going to fix the problem. There are going to be issues, no matter what. But it would at least allow me a better chance of working. And, you know, rather, because at the moment, you know, I get insurance. So I have insurance. For my particular situation. On top of that, I am, you know, so I get some kind of financial help. But if I were working from home, I'd be earning a ton more money. I'd be earning a lot more than I get now. Like, the money I have right now helps me get by. And this isn't me saying, oh, subscribe on Patreon, shit like that. It's got fuck all to do that. All this is just explain that in the grand scheme of things, working from home would get me far more money. Yes, it would. It has its complications, and you know, are we in a position where we can do that? It's tricky. At the very least, it's a tricky thing to. There's going to be problems. Like, my seizures aren't going to magically stop happening just because I'm working from home. But working from home means I'm in a safer environment. Last time I did this, I died. Fuck it, let's go for it. But I'll be in my own environment where I have control over my own stimulus, where I can reduce the factors that have been known to... that have been shown to correlate, not necessarily cause, but to correlate between frequency of seizures and intensity and stuff like that. If I were to, because it would be in my own home, I would have full control of the environment, therefore I'd be able to try and make it as, you know, protective as possible. So if a seizure happens, I have an easy route and stuff like that to collapse. Fires, 10 tears, and a circle around Isaac. Yep, I'll go with that. You know, so, you know, but there's complications. Like, we are in the middle of a pandemic right now, which means that resources are scarce. They don't have, like, they don't have,
the Hierophant.
like, to work from home, you need, like, a laptop, like company provided laptop and shit like that, which is because obviously they don't want you using your own equipment, because you don't want to be stealing, like, not stealing, sorry, you don't want to be, giving, spot a blue fire while getting hit, yeah, sure. You don't want your employees being able to install sensitive third-party software on your systems, like on their home systems, because then what kind of shit they got access to? It's not a good idea. So, they, you know, it requires like a work laptop and stuff like that, and given that there's a lot of people currently working from home right now because of the pandemic, there just isn't enough to go around. So it just really isn't an option right now. But yes, going back to my original point, so the FND tears it out lasers. Let's get techie. Bag of stuff. So because of that, you bastard. But yeah, so because of the issues with FND and stuff like that, I can't just go out and play Pokemon Go and stuff like that. I can't just, you know, I can't just go about doing those kind of games. At the same time, I can't just, you know, follows me apart and tears that past through it. Split. Fuck it. Fuck it. Why not? But yeah, so I can't really do those kind of games. You know, I can't really play a lot of games that require so much in the way of concentration and shit like that because I just can't keep up.
Bad gas.
Bad gas. You know what? Fuck it, in the arcade. Well, no. Moments when you just forget the point of the game. Oh yeah, so the reason I originally started rambling on about FND was, and some of that is to explain that the games that I enjoy are not the same kind of games that, you know, you would subscribe to a gamer. You know, that's why I don't call myself a gamer. Like, there'll be people who are like, no, you can call yourself a gamer, and it's like, yeah, look, if you want to call me a gamer, they can call me a gamer. If they don't want to call me a gamer, they can call me something else. I don't really care.
I found pills.
But what I can't kind of stand is this gatekeeping bullshit that people have, where they feel the need to dictate who can call themselves a gamer and who can't, because it's like, if you surely if you play games, you're a gamer. That's what it means. A gamer is someone who plays games. Like, how can you attribute more to that? Well, this is just a fucking laser party. By the way, this is going to be my last attempt at the run for the episode, just given the length of the episode so far. Because I don't want to, you know, I don't want to put you guys through too much torture. Secret room. Ooh, a heart room. Nice. Any... Okay. feel like there's another place I should be using this bomb, so I'm just gonna have a quick scout. Oh yeah, I need keys to access the shop. I would really love a key. Really love a key. There's a key in there apparently, but not that I can fucking get to it. There's a room down there that might hold a key. You bastard. There's one more place. There's nothing there that would allow me to do that. Well, you know what I could do? There's the sacrifice room. See, so here's the reason I did that. If you remember, we've got the secret room that has all those hearts. So I could now just go back into that room and pick up the hearts. No harm, no foul. Yeah, I mean, this video, see, because of the crash, it's taken up some of the... Oh, so we got 3 hearts and there's a sacrifice room. Like a room, don't know what it's called. Room with spiked doors is what I'm thinking of. You asshole. Good thing there's hearts I can pick up. Okay, so I'm not getting into that shop, basically, which is annoying. But yeah, with the 2 videos combined, this is definitely going to be close to the hour mark. My intention is to have episodes be that long. War's got this, guys. Ow!
Isaac was
Ho 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 ho!
mother, fueled with the desire to serve her God, was bearing down on Isaac. I will do as I'm told, my lord. I love you above all else, Isaac's mother repeated to herself. This was the end of the line for Isaac. His mother was far too strong for him. But just as he accepted his fate, God intervened, sending an angel down from above to stop his mother's hand. And just like that, it was over.
Bloody hell. Bloody fucking hell. Okay, so One run in the bag, guys. One run. Handled. So, here's the question I'm going to put to you guys. Do you want me to play more of this? If you want me to play more of this, I will. You know, I'll leave that entirely up to you. If you don't really want to see this anymore, that's absolutely fine. I don't want to waste people's times and stuff like that. I'd rather make sure that people are enjoying the content that I'm providing them. Okay. Thank you very much, guys, for watching this. I do appreciate that today was a very ranty kind of episode and me kind of talk about stuff. Hopefully, you guys are cool with that. But yeah, thank you very much for joining me on this journey. Again, the story of this game, not the storyline, but the story of me in this game is the fact that I've never been able to complete a run. And when I first bought it, long before Afterbirth and Afterbirth Plus were a thing, I would try to play a game and my head just couldn't get around it. I wasn't medicated yet, and the game just seemed like something that was impossible for me to get. I'd spent this money on a game that I couldn't play. Now that I'm medicated, stuff like that, I wanted to be able to at least complete it in front of people, and I have. So I'm leaving it there. Thank you very much for tuning in, guys, and I'll see you in the next video, whatever that may be. Until next time. Yes!
M-I-A